Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for always keeping it right here, always coming back and watching my videos, watching this new content each day. I hope you're getting encouraged, you're getting the insights you anticipate once you open these videos. So today I'm bringing out yet another video just to motivate you, to show you and maybe challenge your mind if you've been thinking in this particular way. So my name is Winnie and welcome to this episode of My View with Winnie. And on today's topic, I've carried with me my very favorite notebook. If you have been in this channel for quite some time, you know that I always like carrying along something just to remind me of what I had planned to talk about. I am also I always like mentoring young girls and people who have dreams of becoming great, people who are anticipating to ensure that their dreams are coming to reality. So that is what I do in this channel, and I also show you things that I do, challenges that I take on. So just welcome, stay right here. So at the time I'm doing this video, I think I'm at 184 subscribers. So if you haven't yet joined this very great and diverse community of subscribers, kindly subscribe to this channel and come, let us learn and let us challenge each other. So today I wanted to do this to challenge this kind of thinking. You know, there are so many people who want to be entrepreneurs. So I wanted to ask you, do you really understand who an entrepreneur is? And how do I know, or rather, how do you know if you are cut out for employment or you're cut out for entrepreneurship? So this is going to be like a very short session, because I'm going to give you some few questions. If you can be able to answer these questions and if you can be able to relate with this moment, then you can know that you are cut out for entrepreneurship and you really are going to succeed. So I want to really say that I believe there are traits you can learn, there are skills you can take lessons on, there are things you can learn and acquire in life, but there are also skills and inborn abilities which you don't have to learn. They come naturally. So entrepreneurs are people who I basically feel they are born aggressive and they are born with certain specific traits which not necessarily you can't be taught in any class. Like, of course, someone can teach you on how to manage your money, on how to do so many other things, but no one is going to teach you how to wake up at 5 a.m. and keep you how to stay late till like 10 or 11 or 12 or like work long hours. So there are things, it's either you have them or you don't have them. So I've been listening to so many podcasts online, trying to figure out who is really an entrepreneur. Who is this person? How do I consider if I'm cut out to do entrepreneurship? Or how do I know if really entrepreneurship is my thing? People have left their jobs, tried this entrepreneurship thing, and then once it fails, they get back to employment, look for jobs and all that. And other people have juggled employment and entrepreneurship. And well, let's just say that, and there are those ones, those risk takers, those people who have literally gone out there and they have made it in entrepreneurship. So today, help me answer these very few questions to see if you are a real or a true entrepreneur. I'm not saying this is not, or this is basically all that you need to be an entrepreneur, but I'm saying that if these few questions can start triggering your mind to think in a specific way, then you can realize, or you can basically analyze that. Be realistic with yourself and know if you truly can be an entrepreneur. So anyone can be an entrepreneur, but there are people who are really cut out for entrepreneurship and they do very well. So the very first question you ask when you want to ask yourself, to realize yourself, to know yourself, to know if you're cut out for entrepreneurship or for just employment, you should ask yourself if you're willing to work 24 hours a day or 8 hours a day. When you're employed, you just work 8 hours a day, right? So, and then you're going to be paid, everything else is taken care of. But when you are an entrepreneur, you can actually work, you're basically working all the 24 hours of the day, because if you are not in physical work, you're spending time thinking, strategizing for your business. You're reading reviews, you're doing podcasts, you are like literally you're working 24 hours. And everyone is going to tell you this: when you're an entrepreneur, you work more than someone who is employed. So are you really willing to work for 24 hours in a day? Can you just ask yourself that question? So most people think that, oh, when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to work for less hours. I'm going to work anytime I feel like. I won't necessarily work or things like that. But I'm telling you, I've opened businesses before. I've tried this entrepreneurship thing. You're constantly in a state of work, in a state of motion. So you have to be willing. If you're not willing and you want to enjoy your stay, you want to just work 8 hours a day, let someone take care of your bills, let someone take care of thinking of the goals and all that. So just get a job that will be good for you. And then, are you willing to like kind of lose all your money? Because entrepreneurship is all about taking risks. So if you're not willing to take risks, then you are not ready for entrepreneurship. People who take risks, or people who want to lose them, who are not bothered about losing their money, are the really people who are cut out for entrepreneurship. Some people, even if they lose, they're so emotionally attached to their money. If they lose it, they're gonna go crazy. So there is no need for you to invest or put all that money into entrepreneurship, because in entrepreneurship, it's all about risk. There's a time you're going to be broke. There's a time you're going to have a lot of money. There's a time your business can basically drain you. People see that you have a business, so you must be having money. Everyone else is assuming you must be having money. But look at entrepreneurs. Ask entrepreneurs. They're going to tell you they don't have money. There are times their pockets are dry, like they have exhausted all their savings, they have exhausted basically everything, and they're just waiting for the deal to come through. They're waiting for the sales to go. You see, it's a risk it's a risk issue. So you ask yourself, are you really someone who is willing to lose your money, or to lose what you have acquired over time? And then and then another question you should ask yourself is, are you willing to be like the driver to take it all? If your company can collapse, all the employees can leave, are you willing to start all over again? In my life, as I always say, I've done quite so many businesses. There are times I do businesses and I do the business, and then I get tired. And then once I get tired with it, especially if I feel the business is maybe inconveniencing me in one way or the other, or if I feel this business, the potential to expand is not really my anticipation, if it's not in line with my goal, my goal is to impact others, is to influence others in life, is to make them realize that they can be able to achieve their dreams, to achieve their goals. And so when I realize the business I'm doing is really giving me a lot of like I'm getting some hard time to like concentrate on my goals and do other things, I always stop the business and I always start another business from scratch. So I have done so many businesses in this line, and I am never afraid to start again, to like start another business again, think in another line, be open-minded, because that is what entrepreneurs do. They have an open mind. They think about more than just one line of business. I know there are times when people tell you focus on one thing. It's good, you can focus on one thing, but there are times it depends with your abilities as a person. I know people who have several lines of businesses and they have succeeded in all of them. So you cannot tie yourself to basically one thing, and when it fails, then you say, oh, I'm a terrible person, I cannot be able to succeed in this entrepreneurship thing. You should be able to take the thing and flip the coin the other side and think, maybe what if I do something different? What if I do this thing the other way around? Then I will be able to maybe make some money. It's all about trying. I'm telling you, this life, there is no one who has a perfect guide. Every entrepreneur out there stumbled on their luck or stumbled on their success by following basic rules. You see, some people will tell you their stories. They have started so many businesses which have failed and have picked up just one business which has taken them places. So if you are willing to simply try, you are going to go places. And then one very basic trait of an entrepreneur, if you never settle, you are never satisfied. You get some money, you achieve some things, but you don't want to settle for that. You want to keep going forward, doing more. That is a mentality of an entrepreneur. That is someone who, entrepreneurs really never settle. When they have this, they always think of what's next. They're always thinking of what is the next challenge, can I do next. If you're the kind of a person who has to wait to be told what to do and all that, then I really could advise you to get a job and just relax there. And then entrepreneurs have another trait, like they like being in control. Like, they hate it when they're not in control. So they feel like everything should be running in a specific way because they want to be in control. So they hate being told, do this, do that, do this, do that. So if you realize that most of the time you don't like to be told what to do, and basically you want to be in control, you want to have impact, then that is a sign that you should, or you are an entrepreneur, or you can possibly succeed in the world of entrepreneurship. And then entrepreneurs they're always doing something. I always wonder, there are times, personally, I never want to be idle. If I have time, I have to be doing something else. There's always a time for rest. Of course, I schedule that for during my day. But I always feel like I don't have to be doing one thing at the same time. Like, I don't have to be doing just one thing. I always feel it's a waste of time. So that is a mentality. This has been me ever since I was born. That is how I am. That is how my parents know me. And then we are always feeling like you want to sell something, That's a very basic trait of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs always want to sell things. If you don't have that urge to sell things, you really aren't cut out for entrepreneurship. So you should really maybe think about getting a job or doing something else. But if you're always, there's no entrepreneur who I know who didn't sell things when they were kids. I've sold so many things until I know, even in my campus, when we were in campus, the people have gone to campus with, they know we did so many businesses in campus. We did so much in campus that we sold. We did so many businesses. It's just that we didn't know how the basics of management and how to handle our finances and all those things. Those are the things that make a difference. But we learned something from those experiences we had. These businesses we opened, an entrepreneur will always want to sell you something. They will always see opportunities. They will always see opportunities. So if you find yourself always thinking, I want to start this business, I want to sell this, that is a clear indication that you are someone who is cut out for entrepreneurship. So you should give it a try. Try running a business as a side hustle. Open something and try your trades. As already told you, this life has no guide. So just start and do it. Nothing is going, there's nothing much you're going to lose except your money, and you will always get the money back. As an entrepreneur, money will always come back. You have to manifest that you will always have money. You can't just think that you're going to lose the money and that's the end of it. No, you're going to earn the money. So if you are that kind of a person, just know you are cut out for entrepreneurship. And then The very last thing is entrepreneurs always dream big. Like these people who have big dreams. You'll sit with them and then they'll tell you, I'm going to open this restaurant, I'm going to do this, I'm going to travel the world, I'm going to become a very prominent person, I'm going to be a global speaker, I'm going to do this. That is the mentality of an entrepreneur. That is someone who is thinking beyond, who is thinking big, unlike other people. And remember, I'm not trying to elevate entrepreneurship above other maybe people who do employment or people who are in different sectors. No, it's just an equal opportunity as any other. Being employed is not bad. Being an entrepreneur is not bad. So as long as you just know what truly works for you. We need doctors, we need surgeons. These are people who have studied and done all these things. We need these skills. So you cannot say that entrepreneurship is the only only satisfying job you can do. No, it's just part of the things that are of great value, that give great returns and great value. So if you are cut out for entrepreneurship and you're suffering out here, maybe you don't know, maybe you are unemployed, and maybe you basically identify with all these skills, all these signs I've talked about, then basically you should try and get guidance, or further, even instead of getting guidance, start something, start a business, learn it. It's never too late to start any business you want to start. So until next time, bye bye. I thought this video will be a short one, but I've ended up talking for a whole 16 minutes. So kindly watch my next episodes and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Kindly share to your friends and let people subscribe to this channel. Bye bye.